There are a little bit of rumors with all the sweet promotional clips and everything else that you are dating Khushi. So there's no truth to that?
No, man, we're really close friends. I think we've connected on I have a really strong bond with her, and we've known each other for so long, and we connected on many things. Like I said, like it started from our taste in music, and so I think our friendship comes across in a certain way that people are gonna always perceive it, in certain ways. But yeah, nothing more to it.
Sure. I mean, of course, you're friends. You went to the Christmas party and you all were there also, right? Like, of course. He's like,
I was trying to think about Christmas. Yeah.
It was this party and stuff like that. So you've been friends for a while.
Yeah.
But internet. I think they like someone and they like to ship. So it's not a bad thing. Shipping is a culture that you also.
Yeah. I mean, people do what they kind of want to do, and you can't
Stop them.
you can't stop them, and you can't hate on them for that.
No, you can't. I think it comes from a place of, a love only.
I think it's coming from a place of support and love.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing. That's a great thing to see.
I want to know, when did this kida of acting and this, I want to be a part of the Indian film industry and I want to do movies. When did that happen? And did you have instances where you were like obsessing over certain stars as a kid and all of that?
Yeah. I think I was actually a really good student in school. That's where it started. So I did science till my 12th grade.
Okay.
And I was quite good at my studies. So I used to take performing arts and all of these things as something, as an extracurricular thing. And it started from music.
Sure.
During school, I only played music. I had this little band and we would perform in all these inter-college fests and school fests. And that was kind of where my life was at.
Sure.
And after 12th, I took a decision to leave science and get into business. And to be honest, I didn't enjoy business as much as I enjoyed science. I think that decision came from a place where you're always told here कि science ले लो जब तक ले सकते हो, because then you can change to anything later. Sure. If you do humanities 12th में, then you will only be able to stick to humanities. So I came from that mindset, and I used to be good at studies, so I said ठीक है. But when I went to business, I realized I don't enjoy the subjects as much as I did in school. So that's when I really started branching out into other things. I still was trying to be good in my studies, but I sent my portfolio to certain agencies, and mainly it was kind of, I didn't think of it as a be-all end-all.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this was where my life has to go, because
you're just trying different things.
I was in business, so I did some risk management, and I realized that it's a risky space. Like you don't know, it's a chance that you're taking.
Sure.
And I wanted to keep my degree as a backup no matter what. I wanted that safety net. But when I joined this agency, mainly for my music, they kind of pushed me into acting. So it happened when I was around 17, 18 years old. And I started auditioning and knowing absolutely nothing at all about the craft, because I didn't really... it just was my first time doing stuff like this. I remember my first audition was for some Head and Shoulders, and we had to do something, and I was just feeling really out of place, and I started then kind of reading about it and researching about it, and being the nerd that I was, I kind of got into it a bit more on a deeper level, and that's when I fell in love with the craft. And obviously I had an inclination towards performing arts, because I used to love going on stage and performing with my little band. So that same thing translated into acting. And then I just fell in love with it. Then I got the kida. And films, I always grew up around films like all of us here do.
Yeah.
And at home there was this culture of appreciating a film, talking about films.
I love that.
So I kind of grew up in that space where art was appreciated and talked about. So those things were always happening around me. And that kida happened in college. And then it just translated into this. I kept auditioning. I think I started at 18. And this project happened when I was 20, right out of college, after I finished my degree. So I think it's been an interesting journey.